everybody. Welcome back to Aries Canine. I'm Aaron. I want to thank you for spending a little bit of time with us today. I bet you're wondering, what's the deal with all these little short videos? Well, there's a couple of things to them. These are topics that I find personally interesting to me that I'm hoping to impart maybe some, knowledge or just some thought or get people thinking about different things. But also, it's given me an opportunity to work with my recording equipment, to work with my editing equipment, and to work through some of these bugs. So hopefully we can start getting some better quality videos out to people, videos with better production value, better editing, all those things. And so unfortunately, you guys are getting to see some of the behind the scenes work that goes into figuring out how to record videos and post them on YouTube, etc., etc., etc. So today is going to be just a real quick topic about equipment. We all have it, we all use it, and when should it be replaced? What should we be looking for? How often should we be checking it? And I'm going to use a personal example from my life about why checking your equipment is vitally important. So maybe a year and a half ago, we were out doing some training, and I had my dog Roger hooked up on his fur saver, sent him out on a search, and he went out 100%, full speed. And he ended up getting to the end of the leash, and he basically snapped his fur saver. So I was asking around, trying to talk to people about, hey, how many people has this actually happened to? And this is what actually happened. So hopefully we can get it in focus right there. This is one of the rings on the fur saver. All right, it's just, it's broken. Looks like it broke right at the weld. I don't know. Hopefully you guys can see that a little bit. We get into focus a little bit. There we go. Get into focus, right? If you can see it, there's no rust around it. It's not otherwise looking worn. It's not bent or anything like that. But it did in fact break. Here's the actual fur saver right here. So again, this is the other side. I'm using the black cloth just to help with a little bit of the background so it doesn't try and focus on me. Again, this is all part of the learning process. But you can see the fur saver itself generally appears to be in good condition. I never would have thought for a second that the fur saver was going to break. Didn't cross my mind. We'd been using it for a while. I had gotten a brand new fur saver when I did in fact get my new patrol dog. And so I ran my other dog with no issues, and I thought this is not going to be a problem either. Ran it, obviously, to some of the guys who maybe are not as familiar with dogs. They were worried, they were concerned. They thought there were issues. Maybe I didn't do a good job. Maybe I didn't check my equipment properly. All that's possible, right? But at the end of the day, here's the details of it. It is a Herm Springer. It's a very well-known, reputable brand. I got it when I got my dog from Agilhorse International. They sell them. They have never had any issues. After talking to people with literally hundreds of years combined experience in police work, no one had experienced anything like that. I did ultimately find two people that had experienced similar issues. One appeared to be maybe just a malfunction, and one appeared to maybe it was from not taking care of their equipment properly. But I don't think that's what this was. I just think it was a freak thing that happened, and ultimately the link snapped. But it does go into some of the bigger things or bigger reasons why we should be checking our equipment, why we should be making sure that our equipment is sound, and maybe how often you're checking it. So for me and my team, I manage 3 other patrol dogs, plus myself, plus a support dog, plus our firearms protection dog. I tell those guys, I want them to check their equipment. If any of their critical, crucial safety equipment, leather leashes, long lines, retractable, fur savers, collars, harnesses, e-collars, if any of those pieces of equipment exhibit anything or show any signs of wear, I want them to let me know so we can get them replaced. We do a quarterly inspection, so 4 times a year, we bring all of our gear out of our cars, we lay it out, and as a team, we look over everybody's equipment to make sure that everybody's equipment is solid, that it's working properly, and that it doesn't look frayed or need to be replaced. Again, we're very fortunate. Our department does take care of us. We have a budget. We're able to buy and replace safety equipment when it goes bad. I realize that not everybody has that luxury. But again, safety equipment is just that. It's for safety. And it's my opinion that if there is anything that looks frayed, loose, not tight, can't make it work, a little bit of cut, man, it's just not worth it in my opinion. I would rather spend the money and buy new equipment so that they are out there with the best equipment possible. And to the average homeowner, to the average pet owner, I think those things are equally as important. I think that we should always be looking at our equipment, making sure our leashes are solid, making sure our collars are solid. Again, this I think was a freak accident. After I talked to a bunch of people, no one else seemed to be able to say, yes, this is a problem. I had several questions about, what brand it was. Was this an off-brand? Was this some sort of, knockoff? Is it an Amazon special? It wasn't. It was a very reputable brand fur saver that hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dogs across the world are actively using in their work. But it is what it is. I don't know what caused it to break. It looks like, again, a clean break at the weld. If you guys could see that video, I'll hold it up one more time at the end just so you guys can get a better look at it. We'll see if we can zoom in a little bit. Again, that's part of the video is here trying to work through some of the equipment issues and making sure I understand it properly. But I want to encourage everybody out there, especially guys who are police and military dog handlers, if you are not inspecting your equipment on a regular basis, and I mean actually pulling it out and looking at it, having your team members look at it, please take the time to do that. Please look into that kind of stuff. Please make sure that your safety equipment is in fact being used and available and ready to do the job it's supposed to do. Because the last thing you want is for you to be in some sort of critical incident and a piece of critical equipment, a piece of safety equipment breaks, doesn't work, stops working, whatever it is. Again, that goes to testing the e-collars, leashes, collars. I can't say it enough. So anyway, I appreciate you joining me. I appreciate you humoring me and allowing me to work through some of these video recording and video editing things that I'm trying to get better at. And again, hope you guys have a nice day. Check back often. Do me a favor, like and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to grow it. Hopefully this is something that we can turn into something where it can be a useful channel. We do have a podcast that is coming. It's already in the works. And we're just trying to get through some of this stuff, trying to make sure that when we do put it out, that we're putting out a good quality. So again, here is the broken piece again. Hopefully it looks like it's a pretty clear view. All right. It looks like it just split at the weld. But again, folks, take the time to check your equipment. Again, thanks for taking the time to join me. I appreciate it. Hope you guys all have a great day.